Hello, everyone. Today we are doing a den decoration for the Mystical Fortress Den, and this den was made just to be a restaurant. It looks so good as a restaurant, and that's what we're doing today. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get to the decorating. So first, we actually got to buy the den, so let's go do that. And then we have to scope out specific spots to put specific stuff. Like if I'm doing a restaurant, for example, the small house floor is pretty good for it because many restaurants are very fancy with wood floor and stuff like that. And the best items for this type of decoration are the bistro and diner den items. They are perfect for any restaurant den that you would want, and I'm going to be using almost all the ones I own in this den. So over here we're gonna have like a bar area, and up here is gonna be like fancy area for food eating, with like booths and stuff. And the down there we're gonna have like a kitchen. Here's the reception area where like the hostess stands, and down here is the kitchen area, which is a lot of space for it. You have to add like a condiment area so the people can actually make the food. You put a sign here, just to say that, yeah, we're open. Here's our specials or whatever, and then we put the counter, here so people can actually sit on their stools, which are also a very nice item to add in this den. And I bought the right color. I bought like the red, and it matches with this den very well. And over here looks kind of like a good spot to put a tiny table, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually keep that there. And a waiting chair will go over here, to make sure that everyone can sit where they want. Oh, the diner sign actually isn't able to go up there. We could put a jukebox there, cause why not? And some more bar customers. We'll put a bar booth. And ivy always looks good in dens, so we could put that as well. A good den always has plants, so the more plants, the better. And people have to be eating something, so we have to put food out as well. Don't worry, I have chairs for those booths over there, and that looks like a good spot for the menu. I mean, the people could read it while they're sitting on their stools and stuff like that. The chairs, sometimes I like to face the chairs not right in the table to make them look more lived in, if you know what I mean. Uh, like people actually sit there. So adding the chairs in an angle makes it look like they're adjusted or moved. And that's a good tip for anyone that's decorating, not just in a restaurant, but anywhere in general. Next, I decided that the booths should probably be in the back rather than the sitting chairs, because I think if people were sitting in the booths, they might want to be sitting near the wall, because that's usually how diner booths or booths in general just work. They're always near the wall. And although you might think that there would be a wall here, I feel that they're just looking over the ledge on at very beautiful scenery or whatever. Like maybe there's windows or something here. So yeah, probably it would be better to move the booths over into near the wall. So I'm still gonna keep the nice angled chairs while I'm moving them, but I don't. Uh, it looks nice. Okay. We gonna have to add something in the corner over there, but otherwise, this is coming out pretty well. This little area might be another small waiting area, and nothing much you could really do here. Uh, so you could use 2 diner benches as a nice tip to make a nice sofa or couch that people could sit on that is not just 2 dimensional, but kind of looks more like a fancy couch. And you put down in a rest area for the chefs as well. And now we have to actually work on the chef area, which is probably going to be the hardest part of this because my items that work with the kitchen don't really match that well. So, as well as we have to block the customers from going inside, so maybe a fence or a door or something. But I'm not sure. But there's nothing really that good that's actual door. If you could try the vault door, but it probably won't be able to stand up on its own. It would have to have like a wall or whatever to go in, so that doesn't work. The phantom security door might help the vault door stay up, or it doesn't. And yeah, it doesn't work with the trap door either. That's annoying. So I guess we'll use the phantom security door as a way to block off the customers from going inside. And now we have to work on the chef area. And this is where all the food's going to be prepared, all the stuff like that. So this area over here, that was going to be a frozen area, like ice box or something. So a lot of all the frozen stuff, like all the refrigerator stuff like that, it's all going to be in this corner of the chef area, which is by far the biggest area out of the whole place. Like, how does chefs do this well? We have to add more kitchen supplies, like the vintage kitchen stuff, which is perfect for all types of kitchen related stuff. If you didn't buy real vintage kitchen stuff like me, this is great. I mean, the cupboards don't have to go high up. It could just be like a little storage area like over here. And to make the kitchen look a little bit bigger, I used the Woolly Salon reception desk turned around to make it look like a counter that isn't multiple things. And to make a like sink or whatever, we put the sink behind it to make it look like water's falling on it. And adding more vintage kitchen stuff afterward will make the whole kitchen area of this den come out pretty well. So adding the sink is probably a health code standard. Adding this fish tank is to make the customers happy. And now we have to add stuff to make this area not just one kitchen area, but a multiple kitchen dream house for all the people that would want a giant kitchen like this. Adding more stuff into the pantry, like the sweets thing, because you can never have enough sweets, as well as next we add some tables down here to supply more food and stuff. And something I just noticed is that if you look at the stairs for the Mystical Fortress, they're actually floating like parts of the Mystical set, which came very close to when this den came out. And I think that's a really cool touch for down here, because down here is a really cool area to use. I mean, probably a chef area isn't the best way to use it, but it works, I guess. And putting some more food down here is also good. Like putting some pet toys or whatever, because maybe you have a pet and it goes into a different dimension to go find its food or something like that. And now we have to add the final touches, like small chairs up here for that stool. And I would use more honeypot ottomans, but I only have one. So I'm going to have to use a ladybug ottoman as well. And now we have to look for the food. So again, many pet toys actually do a great job of making a nice food to put on top of your table. And as well as the hot cocoa mugs from Jamaliday gift calendar, they're all very, very nice. And putting some more frozen stuff, a cupcake hut, stuff like that, to make the kitchen look a little bit more inviting to the not the customers, the employees. And finally, we're gonna put more food over here, and I feel that putting another diner bench over there is going to be good. So after we put these plants, we are going to add some lamps to put over the booths to make their life a little bit better, being able to see their food a little bit better. And the lighting of this den looks so well. It looks like a fancy restaurant, and I just love it. The diner benches are also one of my favorite ways to make a fancy looking chair or couch or whatever. So using it in a corner situation is a pretty good idea, especially if you're putting like a bookshelf or something behind it. So we're gonna add some fancy topiaries, like the Team Direwolf and Sabertooth ones. And here we go. And now to show how our restaurant looks, here's our newest employee doing his thing. So he is going up, seeing all that there's no customers here. So now he's going to go get a snow cone in the employees only area. And the very fancy employee only area is very confusing, so he has to look everywhere to find the new snow cone. And here in the frozen pantry, he finds the snow cone machine where he could bring back the pile of snow cones down the stairs and across the bridge all the way back to the beginning to go and serve the ones that need it, which is himself. I hope you all enjoyed this new den decoration, and if you want, maybe come to the restaurant and have some fun, like a role play or whatever. Anyway, if you like my content, then why not subscribe? And with that, this is Brad storming out.